Good morning, everyone. It's Melissa from Bee and the Bear Backyard Homestead here in the Central Valley of California, Zone 9B. And as you can hear in the background, I have some very disgruntled chickens. They want out, but I need them to lay eggs. We moved their coop and changed it all up, and they're just totally out of whack. And so I'm trying to leave them in there as long as possible so that they will lay in there and not around the yard. I also have an egg breaker. And so, yeah, it's really not great when I'm trying to get eggs here. So anyways, this is not about the chickens. This is about the orchard. I have been saying that I was going to do this video for quite a while now. And so here I am. I'm out here. Just deal with the chicken noise in the background. Anyways, I'm going to turn you around and get started. So we're going to start here with one of the cherry trees. I have two. I have this one. And then I have this large monstrosity of one. This one is the Bing cherry. And as you can see, there's some on here, but not a whole lot. This tree was late to bloom this year. Like the Rainier bloomed way before this one did. And so I think that there just wasn't enough like germination, because with cherry trees you need two in order to get cherries. And so I think that by the time this one was done blooming, the other one was just barely getting started. And so I just think that there wasn't enough like germination and cross pollinating, I guess you would say. But there is quite a few on here. It looks like one of those got bit over there. Just not a great cherry year. Last year was a pretty good cherry year, so, you know, some years are better than others. There's a local farm that we go and buy cherries from as well. And last year they didn't open for cherry season because they had a really rough year. So you never know. Some years are better than others, and that's okay. Here is one of our plum trees. This is, I forgot the name of the plum, but they're really good. I use them to make jam a lot of the time, but there's lots on the tree, and the tree, as you can see, is falling over. It does this every year. It just gets really heavy. What I'll do is some of these limbs that don't have any fruit on them, I'll just go ahead and trim them back, and then it'll pop back up. And then over here we'll go to our candy heart plum. Same thing over here. They are just getting really heavy, so I'll just trim some of this so that they'll go back up. But these are the candy heart. As you can see, they kind of look like little hearts. So, and they'll get bigger and they'll be like a pink color. So they're really cute and pretty. Here is our pomegranate tree, and as you can see, there's lots of pomegranates on it. I'm really hoping that the bug pressure won't be as high this year as I have with those assassin bugs. I think that's what they're called. They just come in and like burrow into the pomegranates, and so I'm hoping with the chickens, mostly free ranging nowadays, that they'll just eat all those bugs. Over here is our massive mission fig tree. It is huge. We actually really need to trim it down this fall. It's just getting way too big, and it's attacking one of the lime trees. You can't even see my blood orange because it's just so big. Anyways, but there is some figs in here. Oh, there's some right there. Let's see them. Maybe these leaves. There's some. There's a couple. So yeah, there's figs in here. I'm ready for fig season. I love figs. Just a lot of tree this year. So we'll come over here, talk about the blood orange tree. So here it is. It's definitely got some little baby oranges on there. Those will be ready in the fall. There's still a couple of oranges on here that never fully ripened. This was the first year I actually got fruit from this tree, so I'm, you know, whatever, it's doing its thing, it's getting there. So here's the lime tree, lots of little limes on it. This is probably, I mean, don't tell the other trees, but this one's probably my favorite. I love the limes. Here is our grapefruit tree, and as you can see, there's little tiny grapefruits that'll be ready in the winter. January usually is when I pick grapefruit. Try and get around here to the lemon tree. Here's the lemon. Lots of little lemons on there. Looking really good. And a fly. A couple flies. And then we'll walk around. So I'll show you our latest addition. This is not a fruit tree. This is a Japanese maple. One of John's friends gave us like a tiny little one last year, and it's really taken off. It's doing good. We'll come back around here to the lime tree again. Look at all the little limes. Very happy. And then over here, there's still some clementines or mandarin oranges on here, but there's also a bunch of little babies. So that's exciting. All right. Turn you guys off for a second, and then I'll meet you in the fairy gnome garden where the rest of the trees are. See you in a minute. All right, we're back in here now, and this is our little almond tree. You can see there's some almonds on there. It's looking really good. Lots of almonds. Mostly I just want this tree to get bigger, which it is. It's almost as tall as me now, and it was pretty tiny last year. Over here we have our walnut tree. I'm not expecting to get any walnuts from it this year. It had a weird disease last year and I had to trim it. And so, yeah, it might take a couple years for it to come back. As you can see too, at the base of all my trees right here in this area, I have comfrey. I'm going to try and plant comfrey on the other trees, but the chickens will probably eat it. Over here too, I have my blueberry bushes. I have 6 of those. I had 7, but I got really excited with the weed whacker the other day and took one out, unfortunately. So I'll have to get a new one. This one actually has blueberries on it. Most of these are new. This one is a second year tree bush right here. And then this one is also a second year, so no blueberries this year. And then we have a persimmon tree. This is a fruyu. Let's see. Here it is. Right here. This is the one that it doesn't have that like really bitter taste to it. So yeah, hopefully this is our second year with this tree. And hopefully we'll actually get some persimmons this year. Those are John's favorite. He loves persimmons, so that's why I grow it. Over here we have the blackberry bush, one of many blackberry bushes. Getting little blackberries on them. Lots of blossoms. I'm excited. I make blackberry jam, so I'm excited for blackberries. This is our guava tree, and we actually got some little tiny guavas. I really need to look into how to fertilize guava trees better so that we can get bigger fruit next year. This is another one of our fig trees right here. This is the tiger stripe fig. You can see there's little tiny figs on here. This one starts out really good, and usually in the summertime it has a hard time. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, now we're going through the jungle here. Over here to our other fig tree. This is the, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Cadota fig. I don't see any, oh wait, there's a tiny fig up there. Oh, a couple of figs. Some tiny figs. These ones are really sweet, and when they're ripe, the sugar starts to come out of the bottom of it, and it's like a syrupy sugar. It's really cool. This is my ghost apple tree, and as you can see, it's doing really good. Lots of little ghosties. These ones should be ready at the end of July, maybe June, end of June, July, sometime around there. and they're just totally white when they're ripe, which is really cool. And they kind of taste like a Granny Smith. They have like a similar flavor to a Granny Smith. You can see it's getting a little sunburnt there. That's okay. And then we have the Granny Smith. And it had such beautiful flowers. It really blossomed, looked really pretty. And we'll see if we actually get any fruit from it this year. I have yet to get fruit from this tree, so we'll see. Maybe these guys will turn into little tiny apples. Over here you can see more blackberries. They're just everywhere. I transplanted a lot. And I planted them everywhere and they're just spreading out. I also have raspberries too. They're not doing as good. This is, over here is my herb hill. I do a lot of herbs here. So here's rosemary, or not rosemary, sorry. Lavender, more lavender over here. Can't really see it. Here's some hyssop. Starting to bloom a little bit. Lots of weeds in here too. I have some valerian in here. Those two little things. This is a goji berry. This one is a red goji berry. I have some of my hibiscus in here. That little one right there, that's a hibiscus. And then I have foxgloves that I'm hoping will come up before it gets too hot here. We have extremely hot summers, and I'm really hoping that I will get that going before it gets too hot so I can enjoy the flowers. Over here is my jet black hollyhocks. They're doing really good. This is an ashwagandha plant right here. This whole one right here, that's ashwagandha. Over here you can see more hibiscus and foxgloves. And then this is my other goji berry. So anyways, lots of potatoes going on in here as well. And then in the rest of the garden over here, there's eggplant. I'm getting ready to plant more tomatoes. I have so many tomatoes this year, and I'm trying to get rid of some. Here is some snapdragons as well. So hope you enjoyed this video of our trees in our orchard, our backyard orchard. We live in the city, and we have 19, oh, actually we have 20, and there was one more I need to show you, so hold on. Here is our peach tree. It was an actual big tree last year, but our dogs knocked it. They were trying to get over into the fairy gnome garden, and they knocked it over and broke it, but it's coming back. You can see all the little leaves and everything, so it's coming back. So we have 20 fruit and nut trees in our backyard, plus our 2 gardens, different areas, plus we have stuff in the front. So you can check out my other videos to see what else we're growing. I'll be doing a main garden and more in depth in the fairy gnome garden, what I'm trying to grow over here, in another video. Next week will be azure. So if you like what you see, you're interested in gardening, homemaking, azure, all the things that are related to that, go ahead and like and subscribe and check out our other videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Pray for us. Madison, my daughter, it was sick last night in the middle of the night. She had a stomach bug. Why does it always happen in the middle of the night? Anyways, so I'm hoping that it's just contained to her and that none of the rest of us will get it. So please pray for us. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.